Hello, everybody, and thank you for checking out this quick little video on basically how to move out for spring 2021. We did this video for the first time a year ago when everything was fully virtual. We didn't know how move out was going to go. So hopefully we have figured this out a little bit easier for this year. And we are ready to get started with summer. Just a quick overview of the things that we're going to cover today. We will go over some dates pertinent to the end of the semester and move out, what you have to do to actually move out, including the express checkout or the in-person option, as well as just a few frequently asked questions along the way. So just some dates for you to keep in mind. Your spring contract, if you're living with us this semester, will end Saturday, May 8th at noon. That basically means that is the latest you can be in the building. If you are currently living with us and you haven't applied for interim or summer housing, which we'll talk about, then you have to be out by that point at the latest. And there are improper checkout fees as well as potentially interim fees that will apply if you have not moved out by that time. If you do need to stay late, let's say you have a flight home that is after Saturday at noon, might be Sunday, might be Monday, might be Saturday night, but you can't move out until after that May 8th at noon deadline, go ahead and register for interim housing. This is housing that is charged nightly to your bill, just like your regular housing, and will go through the following week past May 8th here on campus. So if you do know that you'll need to leave late, go ahead and we'll tell you how to sign up for that. This also applies for summer residents who are moving to their new space. So if you are living with us this semester, you're also going to live with us here in the summer. You will also need to apply for interim housing so that you have coverage there in between the May 8th date and the May 13th or 14th date. Summer contracts actually begin on May 15th. So if you are living with us this summer, this is your summer contract beginning May 15th. So we need to make sure you are covered for that interim week between spring and summer terms. We'll talk more about that in a second, but to get you out of here efficiently. So the first step is to sign up for a move out time slot. So the first decision you have to make is, am I going to do an express checkout or an in-person checkout? Most people do express checkout. This is definitely the easiest way to do it. It's also a contactless process. You don't have to interact with our staff in person to do this. So for the express checkout or in person, we do need you to sign up for that time slot either way. So you go to this website down here, apps.housing.uic.edu/doc. This is the housing doc that you're familiar with. And you click on along the left-hand side, move out, which is right here. So once you click on that, it'll ask you express or in person. It'll ask you to select a time, and that will be your move out time. In-person checkouts basically would be the option if you have a major damage in your room that you want to give us some context on. We'll be going through doing room checks and facility checks and damage checks after the semester is over. And so if you have, for example, a major damage that you would like to give our staff context on, then you might want to sign up for an in-person checkout. That's really the only advantage though. For an express checkout, basically what you'll do is you'll pick up an envelope, an express checkout envelope from the front desk before you move out. You'll go back to your room, move everything out, clean out your room, and then once you are fully out of your room, you'll lock it up. You put those keys into the envelope. You write your information on the outside of the envelope. There will be a little form for you to sign. And then you just drop it in a bucket at your front desk or a Dropbox at your front desk on your way out. And that's the whole checkout process for express checkout. So again, for express checkout, sign up for your slot, pick up your envelope, move out, and then drop your keys at the desk on the way out. For in-person, you need to first sign up for an appointment with your RA. Your RA needs to know when this is so that they can be there to complete a room condition report with you. So first get in touch with your RA so you can find out when you can sign up for a move-in time slot, move-out time slot. Once you have that figured out, then you go online, sign up at the dock, and then go through the rest of this process as far as removing your belongings, any trash, cleaning your space. And then you don't need to pick up an envelope if you did the in-person checkout. You just go straight to your desk, hand the keys over, swipe your iCard, and you'll sign an electronic signature pad. Throughout this process, do not leave any trash or belongings in your room or in the hallway through this process. We'll talk a little bit about cleaning charges in a little bit, but your room should be fully empty just like it was and clean just like it was when you moved in. There are vacuums available at most of our front desks for you to check out for up to 30 minutes. So I encourage you to do that as you're going through the move out process. Also, do not bring guests into the building. We are not allowing guests or loved ones to come in from outside and help you move out, unfortunately, just for safety's sake. This will be a busy time in our buildings, and so we need to make sure social distancing is possible. If there is a physical accommodation or anything that you might need where this is not going to be possible for you without some kind of assistance, please reach out to your RA or your resident director so that we can get you that assistance or help you figure that out. Check your email for a link. Actually, go ahead and disregard this paragraph here. There will be email that is sent out with a link to the doc, so you can go ahead and click on that to get your move out time slot signed up for. Interim and summer housing. So we talked about this a little bit, so let's dig in just a little bit. If you do need to stay past Saturday, May 8th at noon, you've got two things that you're looking at. The first would be interim week. So this is May 8th through May 15th. This would be if you need to stay late or if you are a summer resident, either one of those. So you definitely have to apply for this ahead of time. Okay, the deadline for applying for interim housing is Friday, April 30th at 5:00 p.m. There is a late application fee if you don't meet the deadline of that Friday, April 30th. There is a $25 to $50 fee depending on how late your application is submitted. And just a note here, if you are not approved ahead of time for interim housing, you do have to move out. All residents must move out by May 8th at noon unless you've already been approved for interim housing. For summer term, we offer 3 different sessions or 3 different terms for summer housing. This goes with the academic calendar of summer terms. And so you can sign up for any one of these. And again, you apply for this at housing.usc.edu/summer. And there is not a deadline to be able to register for that. On your way out, as we talked about, need to empty that room. There's a few different ways we can do that. One being donation bins, right? And so if there's something that you don't want to take home with you, but is not trash necessarily, if there's clothing that you don't want, or a chair that you don't want, or a light that you don't want, anything like that, there will be donation bins that might look something like this, although this is just a generic picture, in your front lobby near your front desk for you to drop those items off. And those will be taken to a Goodwill or a donation service in the week after closing. There are also recycling areas in your building's trash areas. So wherever your trash chute is, there should be a recycling bin right next to that, or if you have a trash room, there should be a recycling bin in that room next to the trash can. So please recycle items that are recyclable. And then anything that is a potential large item. So all trash, of course, should go through the trash chute or the trash cans in your trash rooms, not in the hallways. But if you have large items that are trash that can't be donated, you're not taking with you, we will have large, they're called roll-off dumpsters. They look like this, that are located near all of our buildings. So again, if you have a large item that needs to be disposed of, that is not something you're going to donate, you need to take that outside to this dumpster, just hoist it over the side there and get it in. It looks really tall in this picture. They're really not that tall. So grab a friend if you need some help, please, or a staff member. These are the roll-off dumpster locations. So there is one near all of our buildings. So some frequently asked questions. One, when do I have to move out? You should be moved out no more than 24 hours after your last final. So look at your final schedule. 24 hours past that, basically the next morning or the next day, you should be on your way out of the building. What safety protocols are in place? This is a good question. Of course, nothing actually much will change from normal school year stuff for this year. So masks at all times in the building, over the mouth and the nose. No guests to be brought in from outside the building or outside our campus housing community, as well as social distancing at the desks and elevators, sanitizing carts before and after using them, all of that kind of stuff. Can I bring loved ones to help me move out? Unfortunately, no, not this year. Hopefully by next year, this will be something that your loved ones will be able to come in and help you actually bring the items in and out of your space. However, for now, if you do need that help, they will have to stay just in the car for this one or help you load things in from the carts. What happens if I don't move out before Saturday, May 8th at noon? So there are improper checkout fees that will apply, as well as potentially some nightly interim costs, depending on how long you are there. So those fees will apply. We do check every single space at noon on Saturday. And so if you have not turned in your keys and you're still around, we open every door just to check every room, make sure the building is safe. And so we will run into you at that point, and we need to make sure that you are signed up if you are still going to be there. Are there any potential fees? Yes, so that was one, if you are still around. Some other fees that might apply are for cleaning and damages of your space. So if you have maybe potentially taken some paint off your wall with a poster that was there, or if there's some damage to your carpet or furniture in your room, or really anything that might be part of your space, damage that has taken place over the year, there is potential that that will be charged if it's beyond normal wear and tear to your student account in the RCR process. Additionally, cleaning, if you do not clean your space before moving out, trash left behind, belongings left behind, any just general uncleanliness, depending on how much time that takes our building service worker staff to take care of, that cost will be charged to your bill. I need to stay late. What do? You apply for interim, housing.uic.edu/interim, and click on the apply for interim button and follow that process. And of course, who do I contact if I have questions? First of all, you can always contact your RA, your resident director, or your assistant resident director. And finally, if you don't know who else to go to, housing@uic.edu is always open to put you in touch with our staff, as well as this phone number here on your screen. So if you have any questions, please do reach out. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this. Good luck with your move out. We are excited for whatever the next step is for you. If you're graduating, congratulations. If you're coming back in the fall, we are excited to see you again. Have a great summer.